Received a full investigation file offering new insight into what led to a special prosecutor to drop criminal charges against the Atlanta police officers Garrett Rolfe and Devin Brosnan in the shooting death of Rayshard Brooks. 11 Live Joe Henke went through hundreds of files today. So, Joe, you've been following this investigation since the day of that shooting back in 2020. What new information did you learn from this file?
Well, Ron, we learned GBI agents investigating the shooting interviewed Officer Devin Brosnan. They also reached out to interview Garrett Rolfe, the officer who actually shot Rayshard Brooks, but his attorney shut down any interview because of then Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard. In the middle of the hundreds of files is this letter to the GBI from Garrett Rolfe's attorneys a month after the shooting. They wrote, had Paul Howard waited for the GBI to conduct a thorough investigation of this matter instead of seeking arrest warrants 5 days after this incident, we would have allowed you to conduct a full interview with Garrett. But because Paul Howard decided to arrest Garrett prematurely, we cannot agree to an interview. Rolfe and Officer Devin Brosnan were attempting to arrest Brooks in June of 2020 in a Wendy's parking lot for suspected DUI when they got into a struggle with him. The cell phone video released in its entirety for the first time shows Brooks on top of the officers, grabbing one of their tasers and running away as Rolfe chases after. Brooks turns and tries to fire a taser, and then you hear the gunshot. Oh! Instead of talking with GBI agents, Rolfe sent this 2-paragraph letter writing, as I was pursuing Rayshard Brooks, he looked over his shoulder and then raised and pointed his arm at me in a manner consistent with someone pointing a weapon at me. I shouted, stop. As Mr. Brooks' arm was pointed at me, I saw a flash and heard a bang. That was consistent with a weapon being fired at me. I immediately drew my department-issued pistol and returned fire. I believe such force was necessary to apprehend Mr. Brooks. And after reviewing hours of video, dozens of interviews, and lengthy reports from investigators, the prosecutor who reviewed this case agreed with Garrett Rolfe in that description he just shared. And that is why we saw the murder charges against Rolfe and lesser charges against Brosnan dropped in August. Jennifer?
All right, Joe, thank you.